This is why every day hurts. Here's the solution. Do you remember the movie Wall-E? It came out in 2008. When I watched it for the first time years ago, I had a strange feeling that the signs already showed where the world was heading. I knew that one day we would reach the point where not only technology would progress faster than we do, but our lifestyle would start to completely fall apart underneath it. It didn't take long. We are already here. Just look around. Humanity has moved exactly in the direction I was afraid of back then. We sit more and more. We move less and less. Neck, shoulders, back, lower back. Everyone struggles with the same problems. Modern lifestyle has slowly started to switch our body off. Do you sit down to work in the morning and feel your neck tighten in the first 5 minutes? Are your shoulders rolled forward? Does your back burn like a concrete slab is pulling it down? And by the afternoon, do you feel like your body is simply falling apart? And honestly, how many times have you noticed that your head is once again hanging forward over the laptop? How many times have you thought, damn, this really won't be good in the long run? And how many times did you still brush it off with a "I will fix it later" shrug? Listen now. More than 80% of the world's population suffers from some kind of posture or musculoskeletal problem. In the last 10 years, the number of people living with chronic lower back or neck pain has increased by 60%. Text neck, the neck problem caused by forward head posture, has become 30 times more common in 10 years. And here's the wildest part. Today, more people have upper back and neck pain than the number of people who exercise regularly. It's crazy. This isn't just uncomfortable, this is a slowly building, sneaky modern epidemic. I've seen a client who at 35 could barely lift his arm because of shoulder pain. I've seen someone at 42 who came to training with numb fingers because the nerves in her neck were under constant compression. And I've seen someone whose hips got so tight from desk work that he literally couldn't bend down to his shoelaces without pain. And here's the point. Most people in this situation run to a massage therapist or a chiropractor. Then the next day, they sit back in the exact same chair, in the exact same posture, and the whole thing starts over. This isn't a solution. This is only symptom management. The source of the problem is that you sit in the same position for hours with your head half hanging forward, your shoulders tense, and your body under static load. Your body wasn't designed for this. And if you don't do anything against it, this process doesn't just keep going, it speeds up. This is why I made this video. Because the solution isn't to somehow survive the week. The solution is to give your body back a little bit of the movement you took away from it during work breaks. In this video, I will show you 5 exercises that help you refresh yourself, reduce pain, bring mobility back, feel more energetic, and make your body usable again. If you build these few minutes into your day, something will happen that most people don't even think about. It all adds up and slowly starts to turn back the process that's destroying you right now. So let's start. Stand about 1 feet away from the wall. Maintain a posterior pelvic tilt, lower your arms and align your head into a neutral position. Gently push your neck forward, then slowly pull it back and hold it against the wall for 8 to 10 seconds. Push forward again, then pull back once more. Repeat 3 to 4 times. Keep every movement slow and controlled with no momentum. Try to keep the back of your head in contact with the wall the entire time. First, maintain a posterior pelvic tilt, so your lower back stays stable and neutral. Interlace your fingers behind your back and gently press your shoulders downward so your scapula can sink in a controlled way. Open your chest slightly without overstretching. This is your starting position. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, let your shoulders roll slightly forward, allowing your upper back to round and activate the area between your scapula. From here, slowly begin to open your chest. Gently pull the shoulders back and lift your sternum. Keep the movement fully controlled and let the stretch build gradually. Hold for 8 to 10 seconds. Avoid lifting your shoulders toward your ears or overarching your lower back. Keep the chest opening while your scapula stays stable. Repeat 4 to 3 times with calm, deep breathing. Stand about 1 feet from the wall. Maintain a posterior pelvic tilt so your lower back stays stable. Lift your arms to a roughly 90 degrees and place them on the wall. Lower your shoulders so the scapula sinks into a controlled position. This is your starting point. Perform the movement by keeping the back of your hand and your elbow in contact with the wall as if you were sliding along it. Slowly extend your arms into an overhead position. Fully straighten your elbows and reach upward toward the ceiling. Keep your chest open, your shoulder girdle stable, and avoid arching your lower back. Then return along the same path, sliding your arms down the wall back to the starting position. Keep the movement slow and controlled with zero momentum. Repeat 3 to 4 times. Stand next to a chair and hold it for support. Maintain a posterior pelvic tilt, lower your arms and set your torso into a straight, neutral posture. Keep your chest open, shoulders relaxed and lowered, and your weight stable. This is your starting position. From here, start making large outward hip circles with your right leg. The movement must be slow and controlled. Use the chair as support so your hip can move freely. Make sure the circle comes from the hip joint without rotating your torso. Do 4 slow circles outward. Then reverse the direction and perform 4 inward circles with the same control. The goal is to create the largest arc you can within your own range without compensating with your lower back or letting your shoulders fall forward. Switch legs and repeat the exact same pattern on the other side. Keep your posture stable and neutral in the entire time, and every movement controlled and momentum free. Stand next to the chair and hold it for stable support. Maintain a posterior pelvic tilt, lower your shoulders, gently pull them back, and set your body into a straight, neutral position. This is your starting point. Grab your right foot at the ankle, slowly pull your heel toward your glutes. Keep your knees together, preventing the lifted leg from drifting outward. Gently push your hips forward until your knee, hip, and shoulder form one straight line. Focus on not pushing your belly forward and not compensating with your lower back. Keep your core stable, pelvis controlled, and chest open. You should feel the stretch through the entire length of the quadriceps. Hold for 8 to 10 seconds, then release. Switch sides and repeat. Perform 3 to 4 repetitions. So you understand why everything happens the way it does. This routine is built like this because we are restoring the posture chain that sitting has completely broken down from top to bottom. First, we bring the neck segment back because a forward head automatically messes up the shoulder girdle and the upper back. If this isn't in place, every other exercise would be distorted. Then we open up the chest muscles that stay shortened all day because of the collapsed posture. On top of that, we add the wall angel, which already gives active control to the scapula and brings the upper back segment back into play. After we restore the upper body, we move down to the hips because long hours of sitting tighten the hip flexors and the surrounding muscles. The standing hip opener brings back the range of motion that the lower body can't function well without. And finally, we stretch the quads that constantly shorten while sitting, and this is the most obvious closing element because the hips are already released, so they let go much more effectively. This is why the sequence works so strongly and why it gives such a noticeable feeling of lightness after the very first time. A long time ago, I saw a picture that stayed with me ever since. A skinny man is sitting in front of an old, thick television. Then a few years later, the same man is watching a thin, modern TV, but something completely absurd has happened. It looks like the TV's weight and shape moved over to his body, like they switched places. This is one of the saddest visual metaphors for where we are heading. In my everyday life, I spend a lot of time thinking about which real problems I can actually bring real solution to. Many times I think for hours about a single video topic. I watch people, I watch my clients, I watch the world, where we are heading, what direction we are moving in, and which are the areas where people really need help. I feel like this was a very relevant topic now. If you just think back to the numbers from the beginning of the video, you can see how many things this touches and how many of our lives are affected by this problem. While technology has become lighter, faster and smarter, we become heavier, slower and less functional. This isn't just about aesthetics, this is about quality of life, about the overload on the cardiovascular system, about the drastic growth in circulation issues, about the explosive spread of musculoskeletal problems, about disc issues, scoliosis, chronic lower back and neck pain. And on top of all this comes the statistic that nobody wants to hear. Today, a significant part of deaths worldwide is directly or indirectly caused by a sedentary lifestyle. Metabolic diseases, inflammatory processes, insulin resistance, and cardiovascular risk all grow from the same root, the lack of movement. Our body simply wasn't designed for this. And while our screens are getting thinner and thinner, we are moving further and further away from the way of functioning that would naturally be ours. This picture is a warning. If we don't do something for it every day, our body will pay the price in the end. If you want to break out and step out of this lifestyle and quality of life, I recommend the Form app to your attention. The structure of the workouts makes it possible not only reach your dream body, but to build a much more livable and higher quality life. You will move more freely thanks to the mobility blocks, the movement prep, the training parts, and the cooldowns. As a result, your movement won't just feel lighter, the effectiveness of the exercises will also increase visibly. Because of the increased range of motion, your posture will become healthier, and that will instantly show in the way you look. On top of that, the app contains a nutrition guide, a 10-part nutrition course, and a recipe collection so you don't have to think about what to eat or what should go on your plate. You get a fully customizable interface with multi-week programs, challenges, daily workouts, separate paths for women and men. You also get mindset guidance so you can bring out the maximum from yourself, not only physically, but mentally as well. All of this doesn't just affect your body, it affects your entire life. This is why I stand for this holistic approach. If this resonates with you, download the app from the App Store or Google Play, try the free workouts, then switch to premium or the currently discounted yearly membership. This is where everything starts. Now, I would like to hear your opinion. Which body part is the most problematic for you that you feel the most because of your work? Which exercise gave you real relief for a problem that's typical for you? And if you have any video ideas or further questions, write those in the comments as well. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like on the video. That way you support the channel and help the algorithm too. If you want to know how to win your mornings and build a completely new routine, then watch this video right here or click on one of the playlists. Thank you so much for being here and watching this video. I'm Adam Deres. I see you next Sunday in the next episode. Until then, remember, training is just the first step. The real change is you.